G'day, welcome to part 4 I think, of the Comm 5. The map's working now. I couldn't get the map to work. Because it's in beta, there's been some little glitches with this, and sometimes things just don't work. So my kingdom's a lot smaller than last time because this guy decided that he wanted to start his own kingdom. So that gave him that little 6 square and took that whole part out of my kingdom. But oh well. This guy, who doesn't seem to learn, has attacked me again and has lost all of his troops again. I'll just find that. So he's lost half his troops and his hero. My hero wasn't even home. I lost all of the scouts, but I've rebuilt all of that. I've attacked him as well, and I don't remember what the report was for that, but us two have been attacking each other. I only sent my hero, I think. Yeah, so took out his zoo and a couple of his Praetorians, but he's only got Legionnaires and he just keeps spamming Legionnaires. But last time I said if people keep attacking us stupidly, we're going to be high up in the defenders, and we were a lot higher than this. We're up at like 30 something at the time. But it's always good for our defensive points. It would have been better if my hero was there. So the kingdom is not necessarily growing the way we would like, but as far as the village development goes, it's going well. I'm just doing an adventure. So I'm about to settle a second village. I'm just going to go for the... No, I'm not, because someone took it. That's the first time I've seen. This was only a 75 crop. I was just going to take it because it's right beside, and I'm not taking the kingdoms thing too seriously, so I'm not going to look for 150% and go all crazy. I'm only really playing this just to see what it's like, see what the kingdoms thing is like, and the new UI, which I do like. So all I'm doing is getting the second... I've already got my defensive stuff up, so cranny's 10, wall is 6, residence is high enough. I'm making a second cranny just because I have quite large warehouses and you get a lot of resources on this from quest rewards, and which is great because resources, but it means that you've got a lot of resources that you weren't expecting. So you have to cover those as well, and one cranny just can't do that. So I'm getting up the second cranny as well. I'm doing this in the same order: clay in front of the wood in front of the iron, and the crop I'm trying to keep at about half of the clay. And yeah, it's working out pretty well. The reason we're down on wood is the troops that we've been making. There's a new thing up here too. You can click on your stable or your barracks and you can see what's being produced, and they're green if they are producing something. But you can go straight to your build queues from there. So my scouts cost lots of wood, and the phalanx costs lots of wood, and the swordsman costs lots of wood. So everything I make, and in kingdoms you do make a lot more troops than normal, everything I make is wood intensive. So I would consider upgrading the wood so that it's in line with the clay, but old habits. It's not going to hurt that badly. So that's about it. I am just leveling up tiles, about to settle a second. I honestly don't even know where you see your culture points at a glance to know whether you're ready. This is saying 7 days. I'm going to have to check the Travian answers to see which buildings produce lots of culture points, because they have made changes to buildings in this. Here's an example of one. If you go to get the embassy level 2, it costs almost 1,000 of each resource. And embassy level 2 in normal is like 100 of each resource. So I'm going to have to all the stuff that I know about the normal game, I'm going to have to verify in this and see which buildings I should be upgrading, whether the academy, the embassy, and the marketplace are high culture point producing buildings in this as well, or whether they are different buildings. So that's what I'm going to do, and I'll let you know about the culture points in the next one. And we should be close to building our settlers and settling the second village. There's a cool thing you can do on this as well. Whoops. If you click on a tile and go mark field, you can put marks on stuff. So I'll take that off. So if there's people that you are planning to attack later on or anything like that, or there's things of importance, you can mark the player, so all of his villages, just his one village, or their entire alliance, which is pretty cool. That's good for strategic purposes. So if you're at war with anyone, just go mark alliance and mark them red, and then yeah, you will know exactly what you're dealing with when you zoom out. Alright, I will see you in the next video. Cheers.